y'all. Welcome back to the Mommy First podcast.
Where you're a mommy first.
And a baddie immediately after.
It's your girl, Danny the Icon.
It's typical potty mouth, typical Tana.
And it's your girl, Isla.
Yeah.
How y'all been? How's the weeks been for y'all?
It's been good.
Are we remembering to treat ourselves good and get that self-care going?
I'm trying.
I treated myself on my birthday.
Ooh, birthday.
My birthday passed. Well, I mean, I do too much on my birthday, but I always take off work because I never work on my birthday. And I just spend the day doing what I want to do. So I kind of just went around, got birthday freebies I like to do. Got my nails done, got my eyebrows done. Just kind of relaxed at home.
Yeah.
I left JoJo at daycare. So, you know, it was my self-care. Just taking the day to do what I want to do, not worry about other people got going on. And I spend my mommy time alone. So that was my self-care.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
That's the best kind of self-care when you do exactly what you want to do.
Exactly. No interruptions, nobody trying to bother you, change your plans.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to be selfish on your birthday sometimes.
Okay.
So how long did you say you got your nails and stuff done?
I got my toes done.
Toes done? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't really get my nails done because I don't know.
What color?
But I always get my toes done.
What color?
White.
Okay.
I always do white. They always try to do something different, but I don't know. I'm a white toes kind of girl.
Okay.
But nail shops are getting expensive. I'm learning.
They are.
Like I got
What's
a
getting expensive?
nail shop.
Oh,
Yeah,
they are?
I got a basic pedicure. She didn't even do like the hot towels or nothing. It was like literally basic. I didn't even get gel because the gel was like an extra
20 or
20.
something.
Yeah. I remember gel used to be extra $5. Now it's extra 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then the basic pedicure was like $50. The adding gel would have been like $60, and that's basic with nothing, no frills and whistles, no bells and whistles or nothing. So I was like, okay.
I remember the times when you could get your nails and toes done for $20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not that no more.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm used to getting an exclusive pedicure with gel for like $45, $50. That's fine with me, but $60 for basic, I wasn't. No, I wasn't going for that. I'm about to learn to do
Where
my
was
own
this?
toes.
Right.
So I
Karma
can stay away
on
from
Dixie.
them.
It's on Dixie Karma nails.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
what
that
I'm talking about?
little shopping center plaza
Like
thing?
little small shopping
Yeah.
centers.
Dang.
Yeah, they're usually good. I mean, they were good. I'm not mad, but it was like,
Yeah.
they got really expensive.
Yeah.
Inflation.
Yeah. Just like, still. Yeah, that was my self-care tonight.
Well, that was a really good self-care.
Thank you.
I need
Glad you had a
to
good
follow your
birthday.
lead. And not, I need to follow Danny's lead and not wait for my birthday, but still do something
Right,
like
that's
that.
true. Need to start doing that more often. That was my goals for the year is to do some solo date once a month.
Okay.
Haven't done it yet, but
I mean, that's kind of like a
Kinda,
solo,
yeah, so I guess that's my
even though
start
it's
of
inspired
it.
by your birthday.
yeah, but doing something by myself that I want to do.
Yeah.
Kind of go to a country concert.
That's
now
gonna
think
be
about
hard.
it.
It's gonna be hard for me. And now I've gone to a country concert by myself. I've gone to
Somebody's
several by
coming
myself.
at the end of the month.
But
I forgot who it was.
I'm not the type of
So
person
you
that
like
go-
country too? Okay. We all like country. Okay. I'm sorry. Move back.
You are goofy.
She's definitely been country her whole life.
Yeah,
I started
I
after working
love
at the girl
country.
house.
Okay.
You know that's all they play is country. So from
Yeah.
working there, hearing country music every day, I started like I have a whole playlist of country music.
Okay.
But somebody's coming that I can't remember who it is, but I like him. I know he's on my playlist. But he's coming at the end of the month. I was thinking about going.
I've seen. Ooh, that was country.
Country.
Oh, woo! I've seen Jason Aldean 5 times.
Okay.
Why are you making that
Why are you
face?
making that face? It's Sam Hunt, by the way.
Because
Sam Hunt's coming.
Oh, I love Sam Hunt.
And he's coming on 23rd at
Oh,
the
something
on
names
Portugal
like
Live.
that.
So I might go to that.
Oh, I might do.
Yeah, no, it's like somebody I like his music. What's wrong with Jason Aldean? Wait, is that the small town?
Yeah.
Try that small town. That's what I thought. I couldn't think of who
But
it
I've
was
seen him
earlier.
5 times. No, I just said that because I've literally seen him 5 times.
I mean,
And they'd be like, why do you keep going to see the same person over and over again?
He must be your favorite
Yeah,
person.
he is. I do like Jason.
So how did you feel about the try that in the small town beef?
I mean, I don't really get into the beefs.
Okay.
It's
Of
a
course,
beef? Y'all gotta
clearly.
catch me up.
I usually don't get into the beefs. I mean, I personally didn't feel a way about it, but I feel like I should have felt a way about it.
I have a friend that was like that. Well, I don't think he felt like he should have felt away, but he did feel away about it. But he's also a huge country friend.
Right.
So
like,
what's the beef?
I felt like because
Okay.
people was telling me that I should feel a way about
Yeah.
it is why I kind of was like, well, I should feel a way about it, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So
he released a song called "Try That in a Small Town," basically saying how people do like riots, and it seemed aimed at Black Lives Matter. How they, when something happens, they riot and they protest. He basically saying, "Come to a small town which are known for being racist. Try that, see what's gonna happen." Basically saying that we gonna set y'all straight, we gonna get y'all for trying that in a small town. In the video, it's also seemingly aimed at Black Lives Matter because it was specifically showing like the riots, the protests, and like how people reacted to that different police brutality shootings. So it seemed like he was aiming at them, which felt racially charged.
But I didn't. I guess because I didn't. I guess I didn't feel like it was racially charged because I know where he came from, and from where he came from, there's more black people.
So I'm assuming he's a white man.
Oh, where's he from?
He's
I don't know that. It's okay. He's from somewhere more black than white.
Yeah, there's the population in that town is
so
more black people than white.
I didn't know
so
that.
I didn't feel like it was racially charged. I'm like, but he's literally like.
So he's a white
he
man?
lives. Yeah, he lives in this town where there's mainly black people.
Right. I get where he was coming from because it's
and then,
awkward. It's an awkward time to do something like that because we were gonna automatically assume it's racial.
And then like when he was talking about lighting up the flag and stuff like that.
Is that said in the song? Not because I haven't heard it.
You don't see very many black people lighting up flags. It's mainly white people. So I was just like, I don't really see where we going with this, but so that's why that's kind of why I
listen to the song.
But
watch the video as well. I think the video is what really sparked.
I think it's like Mason,
okay,
Georgia.
Okay. Oh, Macon, Georgia.
Macon, Georgia.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I have family down there. Okay, makes sense. That's crazy. I didn't know where he was from.
Yeah.
But that definitely does put into perspective on why some people are like, it's not that serious. Gotcha. Okay. Little country history.
Always some beef.
I don't know what to look at that. Yeah, he's from Macon, Georgia. That's crazy. Yeah, my country has uncles from there. Like, no country. Like, people always say people in Kentucky walk barefoot. He's one of them. Country.
Yeah. I don't like shoes either.
Yeah, see. Country.
I don't like shoes either.
Nobody likes shoes.
So, we just go ahead on the being married.
Okay.
But still being a single mom.
Huh. How's that work?
Right.
So I was, I know someone, and I was, listening to, like, the radio, and they were just talking about how basically it's still possible to be married and still be a single mother. And so basically what they was talking about is that, like, the husband, goes to work. And then when they come home, they in their little man den or, whatever, they watching their football games or they playing video games or doing whatever while, all day, the mom's tending to the kids, helping with homework, cooking dinner, cleaning, making sure the husband's straight, doing all of this stuff, and the husband's not helping.
Yeah.
Like, he comes home from work and he all about him. But she has to tend to everybody.
But he's taking care of the home. Like, he's paying all the bills and everything. He's paying all the bills. Like, he's bringing the money home, but she's the one paying the bills. Like, she's going and making sure this is paid.
Is there a difference between not, like, the working married mom? I mean, not working married mom. The married mom not working or working.
That's also yeah. So it's like a stay-at-home mom doing this.
So there's been different ones. So one has she works full time, and then another she stays at home.
But they still feel the same.
But they still feel the same way because it's like, and I'm pretty sure that the one who works feels even worse because she's like, okay, you working, but so am I. You know what I mean? But when I get off work, I go get the kids. I come home, start dinner, give kids a bath, help with homework. By the time you get home, all of that's done. and you don't have to do nothing but sit down while I bring you your dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, they just like, they don't even ask for help anymore. Like they feel like they just feel alone.
Single moms.
They feel alone. And so it's just like, well, what do you do? Like, a lot of people are just like, okay, well, what was the point of me even getting married if I'm still
What scenario would y'all rather have? Would y'all rather be single mom completely, where you're, of course, working to take care of your house, but you're a single mom, dad's not involved? Or would you rather be married where the man's paying all the bills, but you're just taking care of the kids and he's not helping?
Me personally, I'd rather be a single mom, dad not involved.
Right.
Same.
Because I know what I already know what I'm gonna be dealing with. It's gonna be me
and I can do
doing
whatever
everything.
fuck I want to do.
You know what I mean? I can balance that.
Right.
But if I am married, I'm expecting to have a helpmate.
Right.
If you're not helping me,
What's
why
the
are you here?
point?
Right.
What's the point?
Besides the money, besides the paying the bills, like it just.
Besides the income, you
hell,
know.
and what's the difference if I live with my mama or my parents with that?
Where's the security?
Yeah.
Where's the help? Where's all of that? Like, you're not even really spending time with your children. You coming in here and you going off to yourself.
That reminds me of a couple on what is that show where the guy Martell was cheating on his? Is that Love and Marriage? Huntsville? I think that's the show where there was a couple where the wife was trying to get back into the workforce, and the husband was mad because he was like, we agreed that you was gonna take care of the house and the kids, and I was gonna go to work, and it was like a situation. She was like a networking event and left him with the kids, and he was pissed because he wanted to go play golf. He was like, I don't do this. He's a mama. Like, I don't do this. I don't take care of the kids. I don't know.
And that's crazy.
This and that.
That's crazy.
I was listening to a certain type of TikTok where they was playing a game, but they had a story behind it, and it was a similar story where the woman, she didn't work, but she was doing everything as far as, you know, managing the household and the kids, and the father brought the money home, but he didn't barely help with the household or whatever. And she was talking about how it made her feel in that regard. So she kind of eventually, I won't say demanded, but was like proposing at least once a month. I have a day that's just for me. I'm not doing anything for the kids or the household. I'm just going doing my own thing. And when it started being implemented, the husband, it threw him off in that sense. Even though he agreed with it, when it came down to it, it threw him off. So they eventually led to a divorce. But the end of the story is, after so many years, and going through being single and freedom and everything, as her kids got older and all this stuff, it kind of full circle came back to missing her husband.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then her husband learned that once they had a divorce and he was going through all that, he realized what he did wrong in their relationship. So it was a good story, but
that's crazy that she was basically like, I can do better by myself, but then realized like, hey, it came back around. So it's wonder like,
well, it did good with her because she realized, I guess, what she was missing from having a family, taking care of stuff, all that stuff. She ended up having her own business and kind of shifting it to that. So it ended good with her, but it was just funny how it came back full circle. But
it's nice that he also learned his lesson, because a lot of times men won't learn. How did you get to that point though? You said you had a friend that's in this kind of situation. Like, how does that happen? That's something, because on the Love and Marriage Huntsville, the guy was basically like, before we even got married, that's what we discussed. Like, why are you trying to change it up now? Was that something? I don't know if you know specifically,
right?
I don't
think that it was a discussion.
Yeah.
So I think it just sort of happened. Like, it was always a thing of she never had to work, you know, unless she wanted to. So who's really gonna want to work?
Right.
So,
right.
Of course she didn't, and she, you know, stayed at home. But
my thing is, managing a household is still a job. It's a big job. But then too, it's like,
it is. I would rather do that though than go to work and come back and manage a home.
Right.
See, so
it does sound nice.
You've
done it before, right?
Yeah.
You missed work.
Yes. So I was a stay-at-home mom, lived with baby daddy, and at first it sounded like a dream or whatnot, but then it was like, there's never a break. So at the time, Emery was her age, Irie was a newborn, I was breastfeeding, and then I wasn't consistently like cleaning the house or cooking, but that was still a part of it. And so it was like not knowing when to take a break or feeling guilty to take a break or anything. So I would more so at that time just convince myself, well, he's going to work. He's, paying the bills. Even though I went out and got disability and all that stuff, because I have a thing with completely being dependent on somebody.
Right.
But still, I felt that guilty, so I never felt like I had a break. Or when I did, I would feel bad about having a break to go, whether it was go see family or go see friends or anything. And so after doing that for a year, it was torture to me. It was torture because I couldn't get away from the kids. I couldn't get away from the management of the house. So I kind of started missing work and I didn't feel like I had a purpose, even though my purpose is the household and stuff, but I still felt like I had no purpose. So
did you feel supported by baby daddy, or did you feel like a single mom in a relationship?
All right.
Like, did you feel like when
I
he
feel
would
like
get
I
off
had
work,
moments.
if you were tired, he would take the kids? Or was it just
So
kind of like you still had to
I think
continue
towards
doing it?
the end, it kind of filtered in where I felt like I was single.
Okay.
Because it would be moments like, I need to go to the doctor's appointment.
Right.
And I want to be able to go to the doctor's appointment without a newborn.
Right.
And there was one actually, this situation led to us physically fighting.
Who won?
Huh?
Who won?
Not who won.
Baby daddy.
Oh, dang. I don't money on Tom. Okay. I have money on you, but continue.
Got your block off.
Like, hey, was in the washing the dry.
But like
okay.
I knew how serious that was.
Yeah.
It was we ain't never did that. But in that instance, it was like I knew he worked where he worked, which is 12-hour shifts and stuff. But I was just like, oh, this is gonna be a quick, doctors. I was trying to go to the GI doctor to figure out what's wrong with my, problems. And I was like, I think I even asked him if you can watch Irie. And I don't even remember what the conversation, but I still ended up with having Irie. And it was raining that day. It was so much going on that just stressed me the fuck out. Yeah. And so when I was going home, I kind of vented in a way, like where I said something about resentment, because I'm like, this situation, like, why can't I have some help in that degree? And I think the miscommunication, because I put it, I put that status out there. I thought he read into it, but it wasn't that case. But yeah, like at that moment, I felt like a single mom in that sense.
And she did end up saying that she resented her husband because there was never that moment of relief. He wouldn't take the kids. It was just literally her all day doing this all day.
It helps. It helps.
And
just
so
for
I guess
a brief
she
moment.
felt like, okay, well, he'll let me, at least take a bath.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Take a shit in peace? Nah.
No.
I don't know.
So, I mean, I personally would just rather be single.
Because I feel like it minimizes the expectations. I feel like with a partner, I'm going to have naturally expectations.
Right. It's a partner.
Yeah.
We're supposed to work together.
Yeah. But I think it does, because even my best friend sees it in a way where if you're the provider, that's what I'm contributing to this relationship. Right. So in some shape or form, as far as a partnership, that's what I'm giving.
But he wasn't even he wasn't even trying to plan like a date night. He wasn't even trying to do anything special.
I think the issue also comes with a lot of people, and not even just men in general, don't see taking care of the house or being moms as a job.
They don't.
So they think like, you been in the house all day with the kids.
Yeah.
I've been at work 12 hours. Why you need me to come watch the kids? Like thinking like you not tired.
Yeah.
I think that comes to the issue that people don't think. So sometimes I feel for stay-at-home moms. They get a lot of flack because people think like all they do is just sit and watch TikToks all day and just chill with the kids and play. And it's like, it's a lot of work taking care of kids. Tyler missed work. But Tyler rather go get her break from work.
But then there's stay-at-home dads.
Right.
That would love, they prefer to stay at home and, care for the kids and stuff like
I know.
that.
I'm going to have to ask that when we have a Father's Day episode. That's the question I'm going to add on to the question list.
Which one would y'all right? Would y'all work or would y'all stay at home?
But I think they would still rather have that. When mom comes home, all right, tag you're it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He might still have dinner laid out and stuff like that. So when she comes home, she can eat, take a bath, and then, okay, switch. Yeah. You got the kids. Yeah. You put them to bed. You help them with their homework. You do this.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a break.
Or even if we just like some days, because some married couples will be like, okay, on this day I'll do it, and then on this day you'll do it. They kind of like share the responsibilities of the household or the kids.
Because that's a lot, even with, because I know she had children that were in sports.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you're doing all this at home, and then you gotta leave. You gotta take Becky to soccer. You gotta take Muhammad to
Becky Muhammad.
What's his name?
I know, that's the first thing that popped in my head. You gotta take her to soccer. You gotta take him to football. You gotta, balance all of this.
And all of this, your man can't come home to a dirty house. Better not be not one dish to sink, and the food better be in the oven.
Right.
Yeah. In the midst of all of that.
Do you think when it is days where they're depleted, their energy and everything is depleted, that guy would speak against the fact that you didn't have dinner ready? You didn't clean.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that's the issue because they speak on the fact that, dinner wasn't ready. If you're too tired
to clean the
if you're
dishes
too tired to give me some when I ask for it.
But see, that gives me controlling vibes.
That's an issue.
That's triggering for me.
I always think it's a control issue when men in general don't want the woman to work and want them to be at the house anyway.
Yeah.
It can be a good thing or a bad thing, but I always think it's a little bit of control.
But again, not trying to throw it out there.
But I'm saying, it might not always be a bad thing, but I just think it's a little bit of a little control. Like, they want to have a little bit of control over the situation. Like, I run this house. I'm running the bills. This is my house. I'm paying the bills.
So, what did we foresee when it comes to, like, women rights and that? I'm sorry to get deep, but when it comes to, like, women rights and, like, the balancing of the household or not working versus working or anything like that. Because I do hear modern women talk about
I ain't gonna hold you. Whoever wanted women to work,
right?
I'll go back and be in the house any day. Go back to the day when the men was to war. I just took care of the house. You send me a little compensation money, whatever it's called. Send me your money that you get paid. Bring back them days. Because even we ain't treated equal in either way in the workforce either. So it's like we still aren't really where we really want to be. Right. Yeah, we get to work, but we getting paid significantly less than men, probably working harder than men. So it's like, what the fuck was the point?
Yeah.
I'd rather be at home with the kids. With my feet up.
There's no dress code. There's no none of that.
My hair looking a mess. Don't gotta look cute. Don't gotta get dressed up if I don't want to. Like, I'd rather, I'd rather do that. I ain't mad at it.
Like, I didn't mind being a stay-at-home mom. I just wanted the breaks.
Yeah.
So I didn't know where the balance come in from that.
Yeah, I think having that supportive partner would make it a little more open and willing to be. So where does that conversation happen? Like, if you're dating a guy, y'all get engaged, and y'all start talking about what y'all marriage looks like, and he's like, well, I expect you to stay at home and don't ask me nothing about the kids.
I feel like that type of conversation should be before even engagement.
Way before engagement?
Yeah. Because that means you spent all that time just to realize. I mean, I don't know. And, I mean, guys will tell you right away what their expectations are if, you start asking those type of questions. But Yeah, I don't know. I personally start having, not like first date, but in the beginning, start having questions like, do you want to get married? How do you see the woman in this relationship? Stuff like that.
Do y'all want to work forever?
Hell no. Trying to be
Actually, I would like to be stay-at-home mom.
I can I can work forever if I have my own business.
Yes.
That's what
I can work forever.
Yes.
If I gotta work for somebody, no.
Yeah.
I've been at my job 9 years and I'm already ready to retire.
Oh,
that's
great.
Right.
And I'm just like,
I've been in any job.
I'm like, I'm ready to go.
I could not.
Somebody come on
be.
and scoop me up real quick and tell me I don't have to work a day in my life ever again.
So if you had a choice between stay at home and working,
I would say stay at home, but that's also because I'm not a very social person.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to look at people every day. I prefer not to look at people every day.
Yeah. Got a code switch.
Right.
Can't have too much of attitude, or you look like an angry black woman.
Yeah.
You know, gotta
see,
fake it till you make it.
That's
all the
even
time.
a different perspective from us as black women.
Yeah. I don't want to have to wake up and make sure that I'm saying good morning every morning.
That be getting me too, girl. Because I love working from home now.
So, like, I would prefer to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, if I was staying at home, hey, you want steak and potatoes tonight?
Right.
That's cool. Like, I'm with it.
But you seem like you have that catering personality.
I don't even like to, you know, someone said that before. I haven't been able to explore, so I don't know. But
you seem like the type to treat your man right. That's a compliment, guys. I'm just saying.
Again, her DMs are open. We still got her DMs are now open.
Obviously, that's not what they want.
Maybe because you don't take no bull BS.
Because you'll do all of that, but you gotta have the right amount of support. So if they ain't talking the right talk,
right?
You rather go back to work.
Yeah.
For 9 more years.
Because guys be wanting the submissive partner. Mm-hmm. But they're not willing to lead in that.
Exactly. And I can be as submissive as you need me to be if you're leading right.
Where I got to worry about, is the bills laid?
If I'm secure.
You know what's crazy? I watched a video. Y'all heard of the app Tonight's Conversation? Mm-hmm. So I watched a video that was connected to that. And they were saying that women will pick safety over love and men will pick respect over love.
Interesting.
Mm.
So in that retrospect,
I think
the security and the safety, that's where whether love's involved in it or not.
Yeah. Like I can learn to love you. I can learn to fall in love with you if I'm secure.
Yeah. And I know I haven't met guys in that, and I'm talking about overall, like secure financially, physically, yes,
all of that. If I'm secure, you got me. On lock. You ain't gotta worry about nothing else.
75% of that is my current relationship. I'm just working on the emotional and mental part.
And if you have me secure, I will respect you 100%.
Somebody say, I don't even want to turn my brain on with my man. I won't be able to go at my man and I know I don't got to worry about nothing.
Right.
Yes.
Because he got me. He's like, I ain't got to put out no money. I ain't got to think about nothing too hard. I ain't got to worry about if we're going to be okay. Like, my man got me either way.
Right. And that don't mean every single time. It just means, that can happen. But that's the opposite most times.
They say that. They say you want to be submissive, take her out survival mode.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like.
So,
I don't know. What y'all think? Would y'all rather be a stay-at-home mom with no support, or would you rather just be a single mom, period? It's a good question. I want to hear what y'all gotta say. Let us know.
Please let us know.
All right. What's going on in this world? This crazy world.
Is it back
going
on?
Okay. I forgot.
So, in this crazy world, I wouldn't say in this crazy world. I'm just going to talk about how I came upon a certain video that I watched the other day while I was using the bathroom, because that's how I catch up on stuff. And so, I was on Facebook, and I seen this black mom and her young daughter on the little reel clip, and I clicked it, and in the title it was saying I wasn't gonna post this, but it's so funny I decided to. Mm-hmm. And so she was explaining to her that we're in the bathroom, and while we're in the bathroom, you can use it whatever bad word you want to use. Just make sure the door is closed. I'm not around because I don't want to hear you, but you can. When I'm looking at the daughter's face, she's kind of like, she was like, is she really going to do this? Mm-hmm. But she also seemed like she was hesitant.
Yeah. Like,
but she was just like, yeah. But she still was kind of like on board with it. And so you see the video, mom explaining it, and then she closes the door. And then the daughter starts saying, bitch. Mm-hmm. Motherfucker. Like, she starts saying all of these words. Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because you see the hashtags bad word challenge or hashtag bad word bathroom challenge. So I was like, what is going on with this? So I looked it up because I'm like, is this new? Has this been around? Because I had like an interesting take on it. And it's recent. I was trying to figure out, when did it start? How did it start? Mm-hmm. The most that I got from it is this like daycare teacher.
That's when I seen.
Yeah.
That's what started it? Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say it.
So I know she
Nobody said that she started it, but however.
But she's one of the more well-known,
yes,
I saw that one.
That makes it seem like she started it. Yeah.
That was kind of weird because it wasn't her kid as well. That kind of.
But I guess from what I read, no, it's fine. What I read,
that's why I was
watched.
Like, how did the teacher start?
Because the girl, I guess. I'm assuming.
I think she has a problem with cussing.
Yes.
In daycare. So to solve that from her cussing at the other kids, they make that her in the bathroom. You can say, I'll cuss what you want.
And so it resonated with a lot of adults. Some adults was like, me practicing in the bathroom, what I would say to customers.
Right.
Like, some adults were doing that. And then I guess parents caught on, just statistics or whatever, like, collectively, it's like 88 million views of this challenge happening. Yeah. And so it's like a mix between it. Some parents, some experts are for it. Other people and experts are against it. But before we get into that, what do y'all think?
I hate the challenge. Mainly, I hate exploitation of kids in general.
That was
like,
brought up.
Like, why? Go back to the daycare teacher. I'm sure she got the parents' permission, but it's still weird that you're using somebody else's child as an example of something that's going to get people talking about negatively or positive. It's going to have people divided. So it's like you're kind of, showing the kid's face, and like I feel weird about that in general. But I follow a TikToker named Joe, and she allows her kids to cuss. And people are always on her TikTok talking about, because her daughter has a really bad potty mouth. Mm-hmm. And they always talking about like how she's a bad mom because she lets her kids cuss. And she's like, well, I cuss, so I can't really tell them they can't cuss. They just know where they can and can't cuss. Mm-hmm. So they know that you went out to the school, you can't be doing all that, but you in the house, it's fine because I'm okay with it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, my son has cussed before, and I'm a childish mom, so I kind of laugh at it. I correct him, of course, but it's also the kind of situation, like, if I'm not ready to change about myself because I cuss, and he'll let me know it's a bad word, but he was saying his own bad words, too. That's kind of like, know the time and the place. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, you're not getting in trouble every single time, because shit be fucked up. So sometimes it's going to be like, well, damn, say a little customer might slip, but kind of knowing you can't say it everywhere about all kind of people, but I'm not going to give him a certain place where he can go and cuss. You know what I'm saying? Because I still want to like discourage, like, you still shouldn't be cussing. Right. If it slips, I understand it's fine, but it shouldn't be you want to cuss so bad you can go to the bathroom so you can just cuss. Right. I don't like that, because like you just give them a reason to cuss. Okay. That's how I feel about it. That's my perspective on it.
Yeah.
I feel it. I'm the same way. Like, my son, he said his words before, and then he'll tell me like, Mommy, don't say that word. And so I'm like, I'm sorry, baby, you're right. We're not supposed to say that word. But just like you said, I'm not gonna just say, okay, well, since you're in the bathroom, you can say whatever cuss words you want. Right. Because I don't want to condone it.
Exactly.
And so, like, I personally wouldn't do the challenge. Because I work with kids, I've seen a lot of my parents do the challenge. And it actually, it actually surprised me. One particular child, because at school he was cussing out the teacher left and right.
Okay.
But when he got put in that position, he didn't say not one cuss word.
So it helped him.
He didn't say not one.
Interesting.
He just like, like nah. Like,
So I wonder if there's some reverse psychology in there.
I'm not doing this.
Right, which is crazy.
But I'm like, now come on, because I know you know these cuss words.
But now you're telling him it's okay. He don't want to do it, so it's kind of like.
And I don't know if it was because he, he got in trouble for that at school.
Okay.
What it was, and maybe he learned his lesson. Like, I shouldn't be doing this.
Right.
And so it's like, well, why is my mama telling me that this is okay when I just got in trouble?
Right. That's confusing.
Yeah,
okay.
That I just got in trouble,
right.
For cussing at my teacher. Now you saying I can cuss?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not something that I would do.
Yeah.
I mean, to each their own.
Right.
I wouldn't personally do it for the TikTok challenge, but I'm such a big fan of instilling in my kids emotional intelligence that I would take that as a learning opportunity. And so it's more so allowing them to have personally for me, allowing them to have a space where they can express themselves and then we can talk about it afterwards so that they can identify.
But do they have to express their way using profanity?
I express myself using profanity and I know when not to do it because it kind of teaches them time and a place.
Right.
So my experience with having an older child and now a younger child, when I had Emery, it was, you can't cuss, you can't do this, you can't do that. Hell, it goes out the window when they go to school and around their kid. Because
I'm pretty sure we did that.
The
When
kids.
we leave the house, we said,
on
the school bus.
Especially when I was in middle school. I feel like I can say every word. But I switched up when my mama came around.
Right.
But that was one of the experts who were supportive of it. They said it would resonate or be, I guess, much more impactful with the parents teaching them the difference between the appropriateness of those words and what that means and everything than learning it from the kids.
So what stops? Because like if it's the parent that says, we at home, I let my kids cuss, when we at home. What stops the child from cussing out the parent?
Well, I'm saying the bathroom. I'm not saying the whole house or they can cuss at home or anything because I still demand respect. I pay these bills. You don't give me respect. But as far as having a place, even if it's a diary or whatever.
I think it's teaching, like, when you get so angry, you feel like you want to cuss, just go in the bathroom by yourself and cuss. Same way in the serving industry, we all would know when somebody pissed us off, we would run into the freaking cooler and scream and cuss and yell because we can't do it on the floor.
Right.
So, like, our safe space was the freezer, the cooler. So we go in there, we could scream because nobody can hear us, and then we'll come back out and we feel better. So I think that's kind of what's trying to teach the kids that, okay, even if you're mad at mommy, you better not cuss mommy out. Just go into the bathroom and say what you gotta say. Yeah. And when you feel better, you come back out.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what it's trying to teach.
I just think it crosses the line when you got them recording it and put it on TikTok.
I think that's my biggest issue.
Because they were like, so a Dr. Brown from People's Girl, this TikTok challenge actually encourages the child to say these words and get validation because parents are filming it. Her advice is that if you want to stop this behavior, do not do a TikTok challenge.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's where the message gets lost to me because now it's looking like you're just doing it just for likes and clicks and views and and it's like, don't exploit your child that way just to get some, some views. Like, the lesson, like, the overall message isn't bad. I just think some things should be like, you don't got to show everybody the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe the first person who started it as a teaching thing, but now it should be like a challenge. Everybody showing their kid cussing in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people, they're going to be like, it's not even funny.
Yeah. Well, no. Actually, that's the opposite. A lot of people find it funny because it's the little kids that do it, and they're like, "Oh, it's so cute." Oh,
I've seen more people hating it.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people like bring back old school parents. Y'all let y'all kids cuss, and this and that, and I be having people when they hear my son cussing. I told y'all before he used to imitate me driving. He obviously used to say, "Move, bitch." That's what he said when I be driving. Or I'd be like, "Go, bitch." So he used to always, when he was driving, he was like, "BB, go, bitch!" And it caught me off guard the first time I heard it. I said, "Really?" He said, "I'm mommy, go, bitch!" Like, really, Joe? And I thought it was hilarious. But I was like, "Okay, you can't do that. Like, mommy's gonna work on it." He'll tell me like, "Mommy, don't say it," like how Kendra does. "That's a bad word. Don't say that." But sometimes I'll catch him, saying a little cuss word, and it's just like, all right. Watch it.
Yeah.
Now you saying it for no reason. What's going on? Why you feel like you got a cuss right now?
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that big of a deal because I do it. And like I said, if
Yeah.
I really want him not to do it, I need to stop doing it.
Yeah.
That's something I gotta work on.
Because they talk about our kids being sponges. So
yeah, I can't be that hypocritical where I'm like, don't do this even though I'm doing it. Like I have to be that example. So that's why I don't trip if he does. It happens.
Yeah.
But just know. Don't be going to the daycare cussing your friends out and doing all that.
Or the teachers or anybody.
Yeah, and especially, you don't never hear me cussing at people. Like, I might drop something and say, "Oh, shit." Like, something like that. But you're not hearing me cuss nobody out.
Yeah.
So, he kind of, he doesn't use it in that sense. Like, he's not cussing at people. He might just, like, say something. Like,
and I was always told, younger, I'm not saying this is the truth, but I was told people who cuss have a limited vocabulary.
My vocabulary is very exquisite. I have to say so myself.
Then he said, "I don't put that on me."
And I'm known for doing a very intelligent read, I've been told. Mm-hmm. I don't have to cuss you out to let you know, but I might do a little cuss word in there here that I can cuss you out, or I can just read you intelligently.
Yeah.
I have a very good vocabulary. Yeah. Just add a little spice, a little seasoning to my
I feel like it gets the point across real quick. Because I'm the same way. Like, I stay cussing. But I also know how to express myself eloquently. And so I heard that and, grow up with that, but I'm thinking of the people who, because I don't know how, maybe you're reading or whatnot. For me, I had to like actually learn the vocabulary. But for those people who don't, expand their vocabulary, what is that? What is those parents or those adult figures teaching those kids when it comes to cussing and how to express themselves?
I think that's a bigger issue than just cussing. Because somebody could not be teaching their kid an extensive vocabulary and they not cussing. That's something bigger. Cussing, I don't think cussing, there's no correlation with that. Like, I don't think there's connection that if you're not teaching your kids big words or a lot more vocabulary, that cussing's gonna replace it. I think cussing is literally just like
an expression.
So yeah, same thing as saying "dang on it." Like, what I'm saying? Somebody could not be cussing, have a terrible vocabulary. They don't say "damn it," they say "dang on it" or something, or they say different things. I don't think there's like a connection to that. I think people cuss just to express themselves, and
so it's just a matter of when to express yourself.
Yeah,
is the whole thing.
Yeah,
I get that.
I don't know. I'm all for it for the expression part. I'm all for it for knowing the time and the place. And I'm still working on me. Yeah. My cussing, so I told y'all I was doing the swear jar.
How's that going?
We had to pause it. It's $40. So we paused it.
I could never. I applaud you for trying.
I know. I
my swear jar will be filled up the first day.
I said a million cuss words in just 5 minutes.
Right.
Talking to my son's
I'm telling you.
So,
right.
Yeah. And that's why I couldn't say nothing when Daddy was like, "Well, he never hears me, cussing at people." And I'm like,
Well, don't get
Well.
Me and Baby Dave have had words from myself before. I try to watch it. Don't look like I'm perfect. I'm sure he has seen, and he's seen it, but then me noticing that he notices, and I'm like, okay, let me tone it down a little bit. Like, he'll see, he's like, what's wrong, Mommy? I don't talk to his father. I'm like, let me tone it down, let me calm down. But I've done it before. Don't get me wrong. I've cussed people in front of him.
And it's crazy because I do try to go in if we having a conversation, I do try to go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
I try to go where Kendrick is not.
Yeah.
But because my son is so daggone clingy, he follows me literally every single place I go. So I'm like, well, you just get right here, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm in this mood. I
gotta let it out.
Oh, yeah. Especially when I'm emotional. I'm not thinking about no type of reasonable.
Right.
And there's certain people that just take you there.
Exactly.
You can't notice. I'm going to tell you I'm going to let it go. But that happened. So, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So, for the viewers and the listeners.
You for it or against it? Cuss word challenge.
I
hope it don't last that long.
You know, trends don't last long. It's gonna be on some new thing. Some kids gonna be eating some weird or something. I don't know what the challenge gonna be.
Next thing they gonna be doing the shot challenge, letting your kids take shots.
Oh.
In the bathroom.
Oh.
Or something like.
No.
No, for real. Like I literally.
I can see it, but I'm definitely.
She was like, I let my kids, you know, if they ask me what it tastes like or something, I'll let them try it. Cause it was like a wine cooler.
Well, try it, yeah.
But
I will say, if we're at a family function, we're all taking shots. We might get the kids a little juice in a little shot glass so they can join us.
Yeah, I do that.
juice, but not like
actual.
I be feeling weird about recording. Like, I ain't gonna post it. Somebody gonna think we gave the kid a little liquor. They gonna think, oh my god, y'all let the kids in and y'all shot. It's like, it's just juice, but they want to be involved. They got the little cup. They're like, oh, me too.
It's funny because I be feeling a type of way when my mama be trying to give Kendrick like a little bit of her communion juice. Is that real wine? No. It's just juice.
Okay.
But, you know, it's supposed to be a sacred type.
I feel you.
And she be trying to, you know, break him off a little bit of the
bread. They're supposed to be baptized when you
ain't been baptized. You can
Mama
get
does
him
that. I'm the same way. Mama does that too. I'm like, this is the purpose. It's not. We didn't do that just because. Like, there's a whole purpose behind this. Like, no. Like, why is he a cracker? No. He has not been baptized. This ain't just next time.
See, a time and a place.
I thought it was just me.
They're like, you eat and drink into damnation. Damn, mama.
And then we get in trouble when we was
right. They become grandparents, they forget. But not that with me when I was little. I ain't get to taste a peanut cracker till I was baptized. I wanted the juice. I ain't never gonna get a sip of nothing when I was little.
I had to go home and crush it.
Now he got your whole cup. Okay, cool. Noted. That's great.
I got me a whole bottle of Welch's at home.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. It's gonna be something new crazy on social media. I'm gonna talk to you about the girl that let her daughter wax. We'll talk about that another time.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's go on to the mommy moment, y'all. That's a whole, we can talk about that for hours.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the mommy moment. What we got going on?
So, mommy moment.
Does anybody have one?
Yeah,
I do.
Have one?
Oh, Tommy does.
I have a mommy moment.
So cute, bro. Go ahead.
But it's more of like unfavorable moment, bad moment, whatever y'all want to.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Yeah. So y'all still getting to know me, but I could be toxic.
Really?
Typical toxic time.
I never would have thought that.
Really, yeah, I have moments, yeah. You know, it's learning. We learning.
Hannah sarcasm.
What happened?
So, it's always, like, I always got to mentally prepare myself when I get around my mama. Mm-hmm. One of those. And it was during the weekend where Emery had her first competition with her school. And it was a bad weekend, but it was a really amazing weekend for what was going on. So for the amazing weekend part, I was still on a high with that. So I decide, usually when I go to my mama's, I'm like, it's got to be drive-by because you never know what's going to happen. But this time I was like, everybody's still feeling good from what happened. So I decided to stay longer, and I was socializing with Emery and my mama. But I could tell by my mama's slick comments that she was on one. But I was trying, to process through there. And then when my mom started saying things like, that's why I don't make friends at work, because I was talking about work. That's why I don't make friends at work. You always try to be a therapist, and you blah, 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 and da-da-da. Like, I personally feel like she was digging at my character or whatnot. I was like, Mama, do you realize I'm this way because I felt like I never had someone to talk to, whatever. still, she kind of dismissed that, whatever.
Yeah.
My mood and my temper started increasing or whatnot, and I started projecting on my mom. But it got to a point where I said, Emery, we be talking about Grammy. What do you say about Grammy? Emery's like, what? Like, why are you bringing me in this? But at that point, here's the thing with like teenage daughters. It's like you have this phase where you raising them and whatnot, but then you have this phase where you are, or at least for me, I'm connected with Emery on a friendship level. Mm-hmm. So because I've always been the only child, never felt like I had someone there, the way my daughter's growing and everything, now it feels like I have somebody there. Mm-hmm. So at that moment, since all my life has always been me against my mama, I feel like, I'm by myself going against my mama. My mind was like, oh, I can pull Emery into this, and I have somebody to support me against this woman. However, that made it awkward for Emery.
Right.
Because she has her own personal relationship with her granny.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just like, don't try to be quiet now, Emery, blah, blah, blah. You told me the other day, blah, blah, blah. And at that time, I just didn't give a fuck. I just was trying so bad to have somebody in my corner for once that I kind of realized as I was going home, because I started crying and everything, that it was not appropriate for me to do that because Emery is still 12 years old.
Right.
And so I, after getting it all out of my system and calming down, I apologized to her. That's good.
Yeah.
But still, even after the apology and all, and realizing it, it's still embarrassing because I'm like, damn, why did I do that? But that's my mom.
Because I know she probably was like,
she was.
I gotta pick between my mom
and
my granny.
Yeah. Like, and she even made a comment like, I wasn't in this conversation. But I like that moment, I was being toxic. I didn't care.
Yeah. That's big of you to apologize because our moms wouldn't have.
No, they wouldn't.
Because they recognize it is embarrassing and they don't want to admit that embarrassment, admit they were, wrong in the situation. Right. So it's big of you. It's embarrassing. It happened. We have embarrassing moments, but it's big that you apologize to her.
I'm learning that type of trauma to apologize to your kids because growing up not getting that, it's still
a lot of people. I have to work through too. I never got apologies for when parents
still don't.
I don't get an apology. Still, to this day, don't get an apology.
Yeah.
That's all it's about is learning. We slip. It happens.
Yeah. It just sucks when we do slip.
Yeah, it does.
Kudos to you, Mama.
Well, thank y'all.
Okay. Anybody do any activities with their kids? Take some kids outside?
Do more activities.
I know. I need to look at more stuff.
I did. So my son's teacher sent me a flyer for a glow party that the main library was doing. And so when she sent it to me, I was like,
the main library downtown?
York Street. Mm-hmm.
Okay, where's it?
Like,
York Street.
I was like, oh, this looks kind of fun.
Right.
I think he would enjoy it. And so I saw where they was like wear white and neon and stuff like that. So I was like, come on, Kendrick, we gotta go to the store. Let's run to Walmart real quick. We ran to Walmart, got him a shirt. I went home and
what kind of shirt you got?
Just a plain white shirt.
Okay.
Cause we went home and I had some neon vinyl and stuff like that. So I put on his shirt. Let's glow crazy.
That's
so cute.
I bought the glow necklaces and the bracelets.
I love stuff like that. Yeah.
And then took like the glow paint and kind of like splattered it on his shirt.
Okay.
So we went and they had like. It was like a glow scavenger hunt. They had to find the letters. They all had little black light pens. Mm-hmm. And you had to find the letters inside the shapes.
Wow.
And when you wrote it on the paper, it spelled out, I love to read.
I love a good lesson and good activity.
Right.
They ended up getting, everybody went home with a free book. He got How Dinosaurs Learn Their Colors, which added to our collection because we have a bunch of those. We have a bunch of those books. Yes. We have How Do Dinosaurs Get Well Soon and like all of that. So we have pretty much the whole collection. And so then they had dark rooms. It was like glow putt golf.
Ooh,
so
that was a whole vibe.
Damn, I should have went to that. That sounds fun.
And then they had
sound fun for us too.
Yeah, it was like they had a room where you could just draw, pictures. And it was like it was dark and they had the glow lights and stuff like that. And then we finished at the it was like a silent disco. So they had the glow headphones and it was dark and they had all the, the different necklaces and bracelets and, different light up toys and stuff like that they could play and dance with. And like, it was really fun because I've been wanting to go to like a silent or whatever. And I've never been, but that was like really, really fun. Like,
now you know what it's like, yeah.
The headphones on, and we was all just dancing, and you don't know what anybody else is listening to. Y'all just vibing.
I'm glad you got that experience.
Right, I've been to one for it's so fun.
Yeah,
it was so fun. I would like to do one like an adult one, but the kid one was really, really fun. Yeah. And so he enjoyed it. He had a ball.
How long was it?
It was from 10 to 1.
Okay.
So like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Or 10 to 2.
Did wear him out?
If they do it again, let me know.
Okay.
I'll go. That sounds so fun.
It did wear him out. So sorry to his father. Because he did say he was up till like 4 a.m. He was up till 4 a.m. this morning. But like after we got done, I was like, you want McDonald's? He said, yes, we got some McDonald's. He ate. And we went to sleep. We woke up at like 6 o'clock. By the time we got home, and we woke up at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he
it wore you out too.
It did. I swear it did. It wore me out, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we.
I'm glad the library did that.
When I woke up, I was kind of like, Kendra, do you really want to go?
Yeah.
Yes, mommy, I want to go to the party. I said, okay, well, let's go.
Yeah.
There's so many hidden gems that you can find when people think there's nothing to do. There's things like the library could be having something, or you never know what different.
And I don't be knowing, and then like stuff be happening like at the last minute. I found out about it, but that would just happen to be something that I was able to do at the last minute.
Aww.
So. Good.
That's really good.
Yeah. And I thought it was gonna be preschool kids, so I could have anybody could have went.
That went over my head.
I thought it was just gonna be preschool kids, but they had kids of all ages.
Yeah.
So
Emery would have a ball. She would.
She went all out too. She like had neon makeup, everything.
Right. And that's what I wanted to do. I was like, dang, I could have got me a little tutu, man.
Yeah.
Tutu. We could have did everything, but
yeah,
I didn't have it.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all went.
Yeah, I'm really glad y'all went.
All right. So you can slide on into the Let It Out. Of course, if you have anything you want to let out, listeners and viewers, just email us at mommyfirstpodcast@gmail.com. Usually I would have the affirmation cards. I actually forgot them today, but I'm glad I did because
I got something to let it out. So, not really mommy related, but I mean, it has an effect. So, this is more relationship let it out. Where, I know y'all be talking about y'all single life and how y'all want to find, a partner. But hell, it's the time where I'm like, being in a relationship get on my damn nerves. Because, so, whenever we was going through what we was going through on Friday, I was venting to my boyfriend about it. And, he gave his little opinion. I shared it with y'all, whatever. But after the conversation, I hit up baby daddy. He gave his opinion. And so I followed back around with my boyfriend. I said, I'm going to take the guy's approach and just not worry about it. And he was like, oh, because you asked your baby daddy. That was one. I still, was trucking through that response, whatever. But what hurt me the most, what got me to like full rage and crying, like hysterically crying, is what he said. I feel like you don't treat me like everybody else. I feel like you look down on me. For me, it felt like a slap in the face because I told him, if I look down on you, I wouldn't even follow up with you about certain stuff or even include you in the conversations. I wouldn't spend money on you because I bought him $50 headphones for Valentine's Day. I wouldn't tell you I love you and cuddle with you because I'm not that much of an affectionate person. I wouldn't be saying and showing all of these actions if I didn't think you were my equal. So that kind of led us to have like a argument, basically. But eventually, as we talked through it, he realized it might be something else than something that I'm doing. Right. But it's just the fact that him saying that, because it's not the first time he's alluded to that. And for me, I'm always like, what can I do to work? Because obviously, like we said before, it's valid. His feelings is valid. What he's saying is valid. But in my head, since I'm such a person who's always want to problem solve and grow, I'm like, then what am I doing or saying to make you feel like that? And we're at a standstill when it comes to that part. But it just is like, oh, this is the part about relationships where you can be doing everything in the world and it doesn't guarantee anything. So yeah. I was just fed up with relationships at that moment. My whole thing is, it's work when you're single, but it's also work when you're in a relationship. Yeah. Like, shit.
Probably even more work when you're in a relationship.
Yeah. And
Okay. Do you feel like it's worth the work?
Yes. That's why I'm still trucking in. Yeah. That's why I told him. I'm still here. But I guess with him still, like, at the same time, him working on himself, that's still, part of the process.
Right.
Trying to make sure, because my whole thing is time. I was in my relationship with my baby daddy for 5 years. That took a toll, because 5 years to me is a long ass time.
That is.
A long time.
So coming out of that relationship, I'm kind of like, I got a little thing about time. So I don't want to feel like I'm putting all this time and effort and then 10 years later.
Right.
So that's where my fear is when it comes to me and him. So I'm like, right now, I got it where it tells me the year and the months. Remember I showed y'all the little thing? So now, we're a year and a half. So I'm still trucking in there. I'm still thinking like it's worth it. I'm pushing through. But depending on where his growth is and everything else, I don't know when that time is to be like, Tana, you need to make a decision.
Right. Yeah. Right.
In that aspect. But right now, it's worth it.
Okay.
It definitely is.
Good.
Yeah.
We can toast to that.
Oh,
Worth it.
It's worth it.
Toast to it being worth it. Shout out. Okay.
Glad you have somebody that's worth it.
Right. That's good. Any other last words? That's good. Okay. All right. Well, that's all for this episode. So thank y'all so much for watching the Mommy First podcast.
Where you're a mommy first
and a baddie immediately after.